is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Seattle. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Ready. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get
Lance going to put it up right away. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game.
Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate.
To try again after the sack, Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Following the interception, Love. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Glove. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Back to Walker on first down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The Seahawks at 5 and 6 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Returning right back to Lockett. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
Well, that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football? Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
On play action, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st and 10, Love. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Love back to it here after the pick 6. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw now, here's Love. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Love now. Throw out wide to Walker. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Love looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Love's throw into the hands of Fant. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Okay,
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action, now it's Lance. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Lance. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off of play action, here's Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, it's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Now a play fake. Lance. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. 2nd and 10
And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The Love's throw into the hands of Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. To the 43, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That 2nd down play, that's a -4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. On the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. Forced out to his left. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action this time with Love. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Love. The quick slant caught. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Here we go.
Now McCaffrey off right tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Lance. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Lance going to try to throw for this. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw now. Here's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing. Love. This is the tight end fan. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Love. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's Walker. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Love now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Seahawks put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the ultimate result was an incomplete pass. They sure looked like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot and came up unsuccessful.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Lance with a tap forward on a jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Desperation time here. Lance. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. First down, going to the air with Love. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Drake Jackson. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Important extra point up and through, and the lead is up to 5. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, 63 yards. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This one taken just inside the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Opted to run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Lance. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds, and maybe a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they're going to get another first down here up at midfield. Lance looking to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Lance back to throw. Flushed out right. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it's the Seahawks who are going to get the first crack at things. They'll possess it to start things off here in overtime. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
First throw in overtime for Love. And this a quick slant to Lockett. Finding room at midfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Look at this, middle